Hello, this is Tim Lucarelli with FX Addicts, and this is the weekly currency update. Date today is March 2nd, 2012. So we got a new start of the month here, and we're starting off with a little bit of volatility, especially in the Eurozone. The Euro today dropping 115 pips, and it's against the dollar. And on the charts here, we can see this is the daily chart that we've probably put some highs in here, at least temporarily. And if we look at the weeklies, we can see how we have this little downward sloping channel drawn in here. And we have now come up, touched that upper end of the channel, and we've fallen right back. So we're giving back just about everything we gained last week. We're doing it all very quickly. And on a monthly basis, last month ended up to be a positive month, but nothing more than really a little correction in the longer-term downward move. So here we are starting this month already 2 days into it, and we're already starting to sell off. It looks like we'll probably exceed last month's lows, if not even lower, by the end of March. So not very good, not very positive. The ECB had their sale the other day on Wednesday, last day of February, and that they sold more notes than they had anticipated, raising their balance sheet to well over or well close to 3 trillion, which is quite a bit of money, and 3 trillion euro, that is, and they're now awash in funds, awash in money. And so that is a devaluation effect to the euro. So we would expect from a fundamentalist standpoint for this to continue. British pound against the dollar, giving back quite a bit today, down 111. And technically, we ran up here. We really couldn't muster very much of a rally. And if we look here on the weekly, we can see how for the last 4 or 5 weeks now we've been in the same range and have failed to go higher. So this is probably the start of a no downward move. That'll take us back down to this trend line and probably ultimately to this little trend line down here around 150-250 area. On the monthly, we can see that a little stronger. And you can see in the last 2 times that we were down on that trend line, we hit it twice. So more than likely we'll get down to that point. If not this month, then most certainly next month. 152, about 27. Next month could be 153.50. So very bearish on the longer term here. U.S. dollar against the Swiss franc, enjoying another upward day today. Up 82 pips, back up above 91. Showing quite a bit of strength here. Looking like this little correction is probably over with. When we look at the weeklies, we can see how we're pretty much gaining everything we lost last week. So technically a very, very strong move here, very much like back here. So we'll see probably next week we'll go up a little bit, and then for the coming weeks even more. And on a monthly basis, we had a little correction here to the downside, and now all is clear for us to move higher. So March should be a very good month for the dollar against the Swiss franc. U.S. dollar against the Japanese yen, enjoying another very large day today, up 51 pips, 81.60 area, very, very strong. Looks like it will probably continue in its upward mode here. On a weekly basis, very strong. This is now the 4th week up, coming off of its lows. We're now very well above this long-term trend line here. At some point, probably come back down, more than likely to about 79.50 right now, maybe 79, but looking for some kind of a correction of about 25 to 33%, and that would probably be about it. On a monthly basis, this month is already starting to shape up to be very strong 2 days into it. So looks like probably for the month we could rally by the end of the month up to about 85 area, give or take, and then ultimately longer term getting up well up above 90 and probably 100 there longer term. So very, very strong market. Euro Swiss still very quiet, very, very narrow ranges, daily ranges, up 5 pips today. That is usually a sign when markets are very, very small ranges like this that the market is going to turn around. On a weekly basis, of course, we had this spike low, then the Swiss National Bank intervened and set it at 120. We've rallied above that, and now we're back down along that range. And on a monthly basis, we can see how it's much tighter here, how we've had a couple of months of correction and then a couple of very small range months. So now technically there is a very good potential for this market to spike higher and go quite a bit higher longer term. Euro against the yen, falling off a little bit today, down 22 pips, and really kind of forming a kind of a pennant pattern here, looking for it to probably spike up, maybe test the highs. Longer term, though, this has got a little bit less potential than the dollar against the yen, just because of the weakness of the euro. So this could be a fight and could be a stalemate here for a while. Technically, we could run up to about 111 here, especially if we look here at the monthlies. We could run up to about 111 this month and then fall back off. So longer term, though, this is certainly a downtrend. This did a lot of damage to the market, and then we have this kind of declining wedge here. So technically, we always sell off out of that kind of a pattern. More than likely that will happen at some point. We do need to test these lows from way back when. That would be down here about upper 80s, lower 90s. So there is that very good possibility that could happen in the longer term. That is it for the week. Certainly come and join us anytime. Available anytime for questions, and certainly our live trading room is open. So feel free to stop on by. If you have any questions, I am available by Skype, email, as well as telephone. So certainly give me a contact. Thank you.